Hello there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. We are here in the teams tournament. We got a very exciting match for you today. Yes, we got the number 1 seed, Young Justice. They're going up against, I want to say the 4 seed, Nick. Maybe the 5? The 5 seed, Posse Galore. What do you got, Nick? Because
I'm excited.
Every time I say Posse, I just have to.
That's fair. It's very odd. I agree, but I'm excited. Think this is going to be a good match. Posse Galore, a lower ranked team because they're newer, but they've been having a killer year so far. They're currently 3-0. They just defeated former teams champions Manhattan Project, but they've got a tough road ahead of them today. 4-0. They were 3-0 going into the tournament. Now they're 4-0 after they beat Manhattan Project. Tough road ahead of them. They're playing Young Justice, the number 1 seed, Javi and Cameron, and they're just a bunch of jerks. Don't like them.
Oh. Why, Nick?
They beat a really cool team to get here, and I don't like it.
I forgot about that. Yes, of course. Shame. Down on the Young Justice. No, I'm just kidding. I'm excited. I think these are 2 really great teams. I'm really excited to hear Joe say something that he thinks is funny and I don't. And I'm really excited for Cameron to be like, work, new job, Madam Web. And then that's about it. So let's get into it with the promos.
See, now I feel under pressure. I'm actually not going to make a joke. I'm going to talk about Young Justice because they're the number 1 seed, deservedly so. Great team. And I don't know about you, Igor, but we were pushed to our limits a little bit against Manhattan.
Yeah, they made us work for it, that's for sure. And I suspect Young Justice will do the same, if not more. Former title challengers. Yeah, but you know what? We're always up for the challenge, so let's get her done.
Do it. Like the fuse.
If there's one thing me and Javi know how to do, it's try in the face of overwhelming adversity. Today, we will try. Light the fuse.
Light it. Do it. Tim, say it. Say it back. Light the fuse.
Promos ended. I looked over at Maggie. She went, so stupid. I'm assuming at light the fuse. Is that what it was? Got it. Okay, that's fair.
Well, they hit 2 fuses, Tim. So, like, are they going to cancel that? I don't know.
Nick, how's round number 1 going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down. At which point, the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each team will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Teams, any questions as we get into round number 1?
No, good luck, Young Justice.
Guys.
No.
Good luck, guys.
Your first question will come in the category of Marvel. Which Marvel film sees the villain composing a letter to the main character and squashing a bug on it when they are done?
I just edited that Posse Galore Manhattan Project match. Good match.
Very good match, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot how good
Did we
that
mention
was.
this is a semifinal of a tournament? We probably should have.
It's a semifinal of a tournament.
Crazy.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Cameron.
The Punisher.
We're going to go to Joe.
Venom. Let there be carnage.
We're going to go to Javi.
I knew it sounded familiar. Yeah, I couldn't get it.
And Igor.
That sounds right. The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage is correct. Your next question is in the category of YA. In The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1, what body part is the character Pollux missing?
I killed a bug today.
Nice. What kind?
There's been a fly in my office, so couple like it got nice outside, so someone like propped the door in the building that my office is in open, and then a fly came in, and it's been in there for like a week, just going back and forth. And I'm like, go outside, and it wouldn't. So today I rolled up a thing, went whack, and it died.
Pens down. I love it. Let's go to Joe.
Tongue.
Javi.
Tongue.
Igor.
Tongue.
And Cameron.
Tongue.
Tongue is correct. Clean sweep. What's next?
Next question comes in the category Pixar. In Cars, when Doc Hudson wants to let Lightning leave without having to fix the road, who changes his mind?
Who wrote this round? Did you? No?
There was no one that is currently on the screen.
That's fair. 5.
And 4 of the 5 people who consistently write things are currently on the screen.
1. Hands down. That's fair. Let's go to Javi.
Sally.
Let's go to Igor.
Sally.
Cameron.
Sally.
And Joe.
Sally.
Sally is correct. Your next question is coming from the category of mixed bag. What could it be? Your question is, who has composed scores for at least one film in the categories James Bond, Epic Adventures, and Mission Impossible franchise? Is that Sally's last name?
Carrera, yeah.
Carrera, yeah.
It's been
I think
a
it's
hot
like a type of car, perhaps.
I thought it said Sally Carrera, like Saw Gerrera, and I got very confused in my
They're
brain.
distant cousins.
Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
Lightning McQueen.
1. Hands on lightning. Let's go to Igor.
And Hans Zimmer.
Let's go to Cameron.
You asked me to name a composer, Hans Zimmer.
Joe.
Hans Zimmer.
And Javi.
No.
Hans Zimmer is correct. What's next, Nick?
Next question comes in the category of Law and Order. How is Mike and Marcus's former informant Carver Remy killed in Bad Boys for Life?
What you gonna do?
How long would you be a bad boy?
Not for life.
Okay.
I used to be a bad boy. Maggie just said, no, you didn't.
It was like one time I showed up 10 minutes late to my church band practice and I didn't even apologize.
To God or to the band. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. I love how you to my church band practice. Let's go to Cameron.
Falls from a significant height.
Joe.
Impaled. Different character.
And Javi.
Stabbed.
And Igor.
Headshot.
Falls from a significant height.
Suck it, Igor.
No more perfect rounds. Your next question is in the category of horror icons. Name one of Tommy Jarvis's 2 family members in Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
We need first name and should specify we are looking for a human family member.
Oh, good call. Good call. Good call.
Just just don't want to go there,
I feel like doo-doo.
Yusa in big.
I was about to say, Misa feel like big doo-doo now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we're to Joe.
Cool, Patricia.
And Javi.
Said Jessica, and if you're not going to accept that, I'm going to say Mrs. for the mom.
Let's go to Igor.
No idea. Mike.
And Cameron.
I said Trish, and the mom is clearly Mommy Jarvis. Javi.
Trish is correct.
Oh, nice. Good.
Trish or Tracy were the 2 answers.
We have Trish, Joe. I don't know what it's short for, but so we're gonna take Trish and not.
Igor on the threat.
Sure. I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, I'll throw a challenge. The Patricia is short for Patricia.
All right, we'll be right back after this challenge. All right, back to the challenge. We are giving Joe the point, and this is 8-7, and we are going to move on to the next question, brought to you by Nicholas.
Yes, it's in the category of Star Wars. What was the first Star Wars film to not feature the planet Tatooine? You're looking for a release order.
Bucky, what are you doing?
What is Bucky doing? What's he up to these days?
I took him to go pick up Ellie today from daycare, and he jumped.
You rode him to the...
Yeah. No, he jumped in the passenger seat, and the whole time we were driving to the daycare, the car thought he was a human, and so the buckle thing was going, and the whole time I was just thinking, Buckle needs to buckle. 5,
Yeah, he does.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Maggie calls him Buckle all the time now. Let's go to Javi.
All right, I'm starting to pick up steam, I think. The Empire Strikes Back.
Javi. Or I'm sorry.
The
You're
Empire
Javi.
Strikes Back.
Thank you, Javi. Igor.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Cameron.
The Empire Strikes Back.
And Joe.
The Empire Strikes Back.
I just liked your answer so much, Javi. I wanted to hear you say it twice. That is correct. Your next question is in the category of creature features. Who voices April O'Neil in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem? Are we all dying?
Yeah. Just a little
I mean,
bit.
eventually.
Ellie has been sick for 1 year.
No way.
How old is the child?
1 year old.
364 to 3.
She turns 1 on Sunday.
Yes, not
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Ayo Edebiri.
And let's go to Cameron.
Io Edebiri.
And Joe.
Second, Ayo Edeberry.
And Javi.
Ayo Edebiri.
Everyone's got it. Nick, 12-11.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's next?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of criminal underworld. In Ocean's 12, who is performing stand-up when Terry finds them early into the film?
Have you ever been so sick that you just slept for like 20 hours?
Yeah.
I don't think I slept that long. No, it was more like 14 hours. I went to bed at midnight and I woke up at like 1:30.
Dang.
It was crazy.
Wow. I've definitely done those where I feel like I took a too long nap by accident, but then
Pens down. Yeah. Let's go to Cameron.
Livingston.
Let's go to Joe.
Couldn't remember his name. I said Virgil.
Javi.
Livingston, and I think his last name is Dell.
And Igor.
It is happening. Livingston.
Livingston Dell is correct, and we are all tied up 13 all as we get into the final question of the round in the category of the Wizarding World. Your question is, in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, while investigating something he saw on the Marauders map, Harry says Nox to stop what spell?
we do need the spell.
Not what the spell.
I thought his name was Livingston Windows.
Windows 10.
Livingston.
Remember Windows XP?
Livingston Mac iOS update.
5, 4, 3.
They're on like Sierra now.
The third.
Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Lumos.
Javi.
Lumos.
Igor.
Lumos.
And Cameron.
Lumos.
Lumos is correct, and we are all tied up 15 all coming out of round number 1. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
This is gross. Okay, both teams have all 3 repeats and challenges. Let's get into round number 2.
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep it. They spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you check down to multiple choice. In which case, it'll only be worth 1, but be on the lookout as stealings available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are James Bond, Law and Order, American Spies, Pixar, Disney Animation, Criminal Underworld, DreamWorks, and YA. Take it away, Tim.
All right, we are all tied up, so the higher seeded team is Justice. Young Justice, would you like to spin first or defer?
I'm not
Defer.
superstitious, Cam. Do whatever you want.
They like to go first, or we like to go second. Let's be friendly. We'll go second.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so this is going to be the spin for Posse Galore.
We're not behind Igor, so
It's all good.
James
I
Bond.
think we'll take that.
I think we'll take this.
At least
All right,
we can't get it, Javi.
That's true.
Nick, will you go ahead and give Posse Galore their questions and James Bond?
Gladly, Posse Galore, I'll be giving your questions in the category of James Bond. Are you prepared for them?
Yes.
Your first question. Bond drives a speedboat towards a waterfall and escapes on a hang glider at the last minute, leaving a henchman to plummet instead. In which James Bond film?
Moonraker. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who directed Live and Let Die?
Guy Hamilton.
Guy
right?
Hamilton. Guy Hamilton, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is the last name of the professor who Bond meets at the Queen's Club and ultimately shoots in Dr. No?
Dent.
Dent.
R.J. Dent, right? Yeah.
Professor
Dent.
Dent, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. In Tomorrow Never Dies, Elliot Carver wishes to provoke war between the UK and what other country?
China.
China, right? Yeah.
China, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And Posse Galore, your final question in James Bond. In Casino Royale, Felix offers Bond the $5 million buy-in back into the game in exchange for what?
They get to capture Le Chiffre. CIA.
Yeah,
gets
they
to
bring
him
in the chief. The CIA
Yeah.
brings in the chief. Final answer.
And that is correct for 2 more points and a clean sweep of James Bond.
Maggie just goes, La Chief. Anyway, so they get their score up to 25, Nick.
Yes.
All right, so we'll bring back the wheel. This will be the spin for Young Justice.
Javi, if it makes you feel better, I would have gotten one of those, maybe two.
Yeah, I would have gotten 2. Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Law and Order.
I think at this point, there's no real harm in
Yeah.
spinning again.
Yeah, they took the one thing we didn't
The
want.
thing that we don't like. Yeah. We'll spin again, please.
All right. This is what you're stuck with. And it lands on Pixar.
All right, yeah, okay, we can work with this.
Dun, dun.
All right, guys, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Pixar. Are you ready?
I hope.
Yeah.
All right, your first question. Pete Docter's daughter, Ellie Docter, voices a character in which Pete Docter directed Pixar film?
Is that Monsters Inc? Is she Boo?
No, Boo is voiced by a girl named Mary. I know that 100%.
Okay.
I think it might be Inside Out, but I'm not sure. I think we should go multiple.
Yeah, let's go multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Monsters Inc., B, Up, C, Inside Out, or D, Soul.
Is it as simple
As she's Ellie?
Ellie being Ellie, like the
Yeah.
young Ellie in Up?
Yeah, I'm fine with that, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Up, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Is she young Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, your next question. In Luca, Alberto reveals himself as a sea monster to Julia after Luca expresses interest in doing what?
Going to school.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Yeah. He wants to go to school. Yeah.
Yeah. Going to school, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. What is the name of the 2003 version cleaning device the dentist installs in the fish tank after Nemo jams the old filter in Finding Nemo?
I'll know it when I hear it.
That's
but
fine. Yeah, let's go multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, bubble scrubber, B, aqua scum, C, fish friendly, or D, hydro suds.
You know
It's
it.
the Aqua Scum.
Yeah.
B, final answer.
That is
Curse
correct.
you, Aqua Scum!
Your penultimate question. What is the name of the girl that used to be Jesse's owner in Toy Story 2?
Oh my God. Molly? No.
No.
And oh my gosh.
Hold
Annie?
on. Well, we'll use a repeat because I think we
Oh
can
my
get
gosh. I just
know.
rewatched this. Annie.
Five.
Let's
Four.
use it.
Repeat it.
All right, that is your first repeat. What is the name of the girl that used to be Jesse's owner in Toy Story 2?
My brain says Annie, but my brain also says
No.
that that's not right.
It's not Annie. I don't think it's Annie.
It's not.
Let's go multiple if we can't get it.
multiple choice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, your options are A, Anna, B, Emily, C, Ashley, or D, Grace.
Emily,
Emily.
final answer.
Yeah.
That is correct for 1 point.
Joan Cusack, I'm sorry.
And your final question is, how specifically does Syndrome die in The Incredibles?
He's sucked into a jet engine.
Yeah, so
or a
his-
plane engine.
Yeah, his cape is sucked into a
Plane engine,
engine
A plane
final
turbine,
answer.
and then he is sucked into a plane turbine.
You said,
finally.
you said final answer.
No
That's
challenge, don't worry.
Okay.
so.
Well, I didn't want to do the specific. Oh, they didn't mention the cape. That's one.
So Young Justice gets their total up to 22 to 25, right, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions that are on the Fandom fights. Once players get a category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they'll gain those points. If they got the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we've reached the end of the match. Teams, any questions, we get in round number 3.
No.
Go, Tim.
All right, the first category you can bet points on is Star Trek. Let's get bets starting with Young Justice, who's taking it and how much.
I'll be taking it, and I'll be taking it for this many.
Okay, and Posse Galore.
I will also be taking it for 2.
All right, your question is, how many years long is the deep space mission that Kirk believes he is about to be assigned before being demoted in Star Trek Into Darkness, which Kirk is then on in Beyond? Sorry, that was a lot of words. My
Yeah,
apologies.
sorry. You're good, though.
I stumbled a little bit.
I should have put some commas.
It's okay.
I'll put one now.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Grammar's important.
Pulling in there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Javi.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of Starship Enterprise. It's a 5-year mission.
And Joe.
We're 3 years into our 5-year mission.
27 to 24. Nick, 5 is correct. What is the next category?
Next category we have points on is horror icons.
Let's get bets, starting with Igor
0.
and Cameron.
2.
All right, what's the question, Nick?
Your question is, who reprised their role as Lindsay Wallace from the original Halloween in Halloween Kills?
Oh.
After this, I'm gonna take more Mucinex.
You take more shots.
Why do you equate Mucinex to alcohol?
Look at the ingredients, bruh.
Because it destroys your liver. 5,
Got alcohol in it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
I don't know. Heather Richards.
You're weirdly close. And let's go to Cameron.
I wrote Sarah Jones.
The answer is Kyle Richards. Kyle Richards. So, Young Justice loses 2 points. It's 27 to 22. The next category is the Wizarding World. Let's get bets, starting with Young Justice, who's taking it and how much.
I'll take it for 2.
Okay, and Posse Galore, who's taking it and how much.
I will also take it for 2.
All right, your question is, what is the last name of the former Makuza employee, Tina's boss, who joins and frees Grindelwald at the beginning of Crimes of Grindelwald?
Real quick, Queenie's boss.
Queenie's boss.
Yep, my fault.
God fucking damn it, Nick.
I know, I suck. I'm the worst.
That match I wrote yesterday was ironclad, but you're over here just Every other match is just full of typos, no
That
comma.
question I challenged, I really wasn't planning on challenging until the answer was revealed, and then I was like, oh shit.
Wait a second. Oh my god. 5, 4,
He was great.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
Joe.
Oh, I said comma. I already flipped my board.
And Joe.
Abernathy.
That's
And your winner, Posse Galore Abernathy, is correct. Nick, thoughts on the match?
Sorry, Tim, I'm a dick. I thought Joe bet 0, but great match. Really good match. Just categories in round 3 fell into Posse Galore's favor. Both hitting a good wheel spin, but I think Young Justice maybe hitting one of their top 3 categories, whereas I think Igor's proving to be as good in Bond as Joe is, or at least like very, very close, like upper echelon of James Bond players. So that's probably the best thing they could have hit today. And when you're playing Joe and Igor and they hit their best category, it's really hard to contend with that. You really need round 3 to go your way. And every category we saw, apart from maybe horror icons, just fell in their wheelhouse. So great match. Again, it was the 1 and the 5 seed, but at the end of the day, these teams were even in my mind going into this. So cool to see Joe and Igor on an insane run. They're now 5-0, going to their first tournament final. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, and of course, Nick, when the echelon of James Bond players is those two and Maria Hammond, it's not hard to get to the top of that echelon. But let's get into the post-match interviews right now.
Young Justice, unfortunately, the road does end here. It's got to be cool to say you were the number 1 seed in a tournament in a year. Not to say that it wouldn't happen again. I definitely think it could. But going up against Joe and Igor, they were the 5 seed because they were new this year. But at the end of the day, Joe's on a former champion, 2-time championship team. Igor was one of the best rookies of last year. Like pretty much every team in this tournament, apart from like the 8 seed, maybe the 7 seed, were all pretty evenly matched. But you put up a great fight against a guy who is very used to winning tournaments, and his new partner, who is also very good. So how do you feel about your match today? A bit of bad luck in the sense that they just had very, very good luck.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about how we played at all today. I don't think Javi does either. Like we came into this with not the highest of hopes. Like we've seen and heard of what Igor and Joe have been doing this year, and it's enough to terrify anyone, including us. And yet, like the fact that we were tied with them out of round 1 is, I think, more than we could have hoped for. But then, yeah, like you said, like they get Bond, and as much as we got Pixar, we needed to go multiple a couple times, and it just took us down just that little bit. And then, yeah, against those guys, like you get forced into a position where on categories you don't love, you got to try and bet to make up the ground. And sadly, it didn't work. But overall, yeah, I feel good about how we played. I feel good about how we've done in this tournament so far. I say so far, so this isn't it. It's over. But no, if this is how we're playing, even in a loss, I feel very solid about where we go next from this.
Javi, how you feeling?
Yeah, I feel okay. I knew I wasn't going to be super bummed if I lost here for two big reasons. One, Posse, like we're friends with them, so that's cool. Like that's fine. And 2, they're a really great team. Like fantastic upper echelon stuff. Like I'm willing to bet if they will play. I'm willing to bet that they will play in a championship match, whether it's they get through the finals or not this year. I'm 100% willing to bet that. I wanted to do everyone a favor and beat Posse, not because, they're so good and like we wanted to stop them. Just I don't want to hear like, and your winner Posse Galore every time, like that would be amazing if they could just change their name. Listen, win as much as you want.
Offered suggestions and they chose.
Prime Directive was right there. That was
Prime
a great
Directive,
name.
Law and Order. We gave
Law
them
and Order.
ideas and
Law
they
and
said
Order is a
no.
great team name for them.
Isn't Igor a lawyer?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Joe's a cop.
Joe's a cop.
I'm aware of the cop. Yeah, no, I'm pretty upset that that's not the route they went.
Right?
Anyway. Guys, like I said, great job. Javi, we can say right now you are in the semifinals of the singles tournament, so your run still continues. And Cameron, we will see you in singles in the hunt for the belt in Act 4.
Yeah, this has been a bad week for me against Joe. Not to give away like how soon we film these together, because assumedly they don't air in the same week, but this has been a bad week for me against Joe.
This actually does air. You played Joe yesterday, but
perfect.
No, like I said, we will see you guys in teams later. Later in the year, we'll see you in singles before that. When you come back in teams, who's a team you haven't played that you want to play?
I have a name that I'll throw out there because I think it would be a good match because we're playing at the same time as this team, but we've never played them before. I think us v Manhattan Project could be a very good match.
That'd be a pretty good time. Not rule of two, just not them, please. That would
not these guys whose name I don't want to say anymore.
Yeah, I was
gonna say rule of two as a joke, but anyway, Young Justice, congratulations on a match well played, a good tournament run. We'll see you real soon.
Thank you.
Posse Galore. I don't mind saying it. I've said worse. In fact, I've been a part of worse, I would argue. But we've seen rough team names build themselves into well accredited, good reputations, Galactes, nuts, things like that. But I think you guys are already there. 5-0. Can't remember the last team that's done that and didn't and wasn't playing for a title. Like if you win the next match, if you win the finals, you'll be 6-0, which I think is like second place for the record, because every other 5-0 team was in a title match and then lost or didn't lose. A lot of weird explanation. The point of the matter is you're a rookie team and you've won. You're making it to the finals of a tournament. Joe, you are no stranger to this. Igor, this is the first time you are seeing this. Was no easy feat today. Round 3 definitely fell in your corner a little bit more than theirs, and round 2 just a little bit. And sometimes you just need that just a little bit to beat a good team like Young Justice. But at the end of the day, you've won. You're 5-0 in the tournament finals. How does all of that feel?
Feels pretty good, to be honest. It's nice to sort of have this sort of sensation again with a new team. It's great, and since we're revealing the stuff, since we're already past certain stages in the singles tournament, it's really nice to have a wheel be kind in a tournament.
It's fair.
Because I keep spinning opponent's choice in that singles tournament, and then this thing gives me basically what we put on the wheel. So this is nice. This is nice. At least the wheel could be kind at some point.
That's fair. Igor, does having Joe, someone who's so seasoned in tournaments, in tournaments with his run and swoogie mistake, does that make it easier for you? Do you feel like you're with like a guy who knows how to drive the ship with his eyes closed? Go. Not to bolster his ego more, but go ahead.
No, I mean, it's definitely good to have Joe in the corner because I know he'll get his questions right, so I can count on that. It's just about me holding up my end, and I feel like I've been doing that so far to a great extent. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be perfect at every category, and that's kind of what we talked about with horror icons. Like, I'm just going to, you know what, we can afford to play it safe, and it still worked out in our favor at the end there. So knowing when to bet, when not to bet, those kind of things are things I'm picking up on as time goes on. Hopefully at some point I'll be fairly confident in every category like my partner here. But, for now, happy that we're rolling along and we're in the finals of a tournament. So
you still pulled Richards out of nowhere. Like, you can tell it's there. And there were times in round 2, like I know Joe's like the Bond guy. There were times where you threw out the answer before Joe got there. So like that's why I say, like, I think you guys are pretty evenly matched. I think you complement each other very well. You're moving on to the finals. You'll be playing either the number 2 seed Galactes Nuts or the number 3 seed Rule of 2. Thoughts, preferences? Go ahead.
I've never played Galactes Nuts. But the last time Wookiee Mistake lost was to Rule of 2.
Also true.
So there are some interesting dynamics being set up there. Look, we're in a good position as a team. We're playing well. Sort of the rapport's getting there. The sort of the way we work together is getting there. And I think this will be one of the biggest challenges that we face. And we've already played Manhattan Project and Young Justice. Can you get much bigger? Apparently you can. I'm looking forward to it. And you know what? If we always believe it's going to go our way, but if it doesn't, we're still a team that's learning, and that's important.
Yeah, Igor. Morbid didn't play the Nuts, did they?
No, it would be my first time playing. I think all 4 of those guys, singles and teams. So I think either way would be fun. playing Abel, I think, will be a great time. Antonio as well is a great player, and Kaiser and Robert are good guys too. So I'm down for whoever comes out of that.
Sounds like a plan. Well, we'll see who it is, guys. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on 5-0. See if you can make it 6 in the. We'll see you in the team's finals.
Excellent match, Nick. I want to thank the teams, Young Justice and Posse Galore. Thank you to Nick for writing the match. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys real soon with that finals. Be sure to check out all the other matches in the singles tournament and the other stuff going on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.